Hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at quickly installing the JDK and also Eclipse IDE for Java. So to start out, we're just going to open your browser. It doesn't matter which browser, doesn't matter which search engine you're using. We're just going to type in JDK or Java JDK download, just like that. Hit enter. You're going to be looking for the oracle.com domain, and you want to make sure you're not clicking on ads. Just find the oracle.com domain and Java downloads. You can also just find it through the Oracle site if you wish, but this is much easier. Now you want to make sure you're in the Windows section here, and you want to look for the x64 installer. You might want the x32 if you're on a 32-bit operating system, but most likely you're on an x64. So let's click this link here, and we see it downloading up top. We see that the download is finished, but just because of browser reasons, I'm not going to actually click that. You can if you want. I'm going to open a file explorer here, and I'm going to navigate to my downloads folder. Now I see my jdk.exe here, and you can double click this. Press yes on this prompt. Now you can click next, next. Just installing it where it wants to install is totally fine. It should be fine where it is. And you can close that and exit this file explorer. Let's go open another browser and find Eclipse IDE download. Just like this, Eclipse IDE download. Hit enter. Doesn't matter if you're using Bing, Google. You just want to make sure you're looking for the eclipse.org domain, and you want to make sure you're in the downloads. You can go to the Eclipse site. You don't have to do that, but I recommend just looking for the download page. So now you're going to find Get Eclipse IDE 2022-12 right now, and you're going to download this. And also download one more time. Now it's probably about 120 megabytes. It might take you a little bit, but you can open it right from here if you want. I'm not going to do that. Once again, I'm going to open up my downloads folder with a file explorer. I'm going to find the Eclipse installer.exe. Double click that or run it. And you're going to get this screen here. What you want to do if you're starting out is just Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So I'm personally not going to be creating a desktop shortcut. That's fine. If you want to, you can. And you can leave this all as is and go ahead and install. Accept the license agreement, and this might take just a minute. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and launch this. This will launch the initial Eclipse. It'll ask you to input a workspace here. The default is C/users, and then this here will just be your username. Eclipse workspace is where it will start you out. You can do that if you want, or you can make a new space anywhere on your computer. I'm going to keep it as is, and I'm going to hit launch. Now this will open up this page. It might open up a documentation web page also. You can just exit out of that. Oh, okay, here's the documentation. Don't worry about that for now. Now you can see this Hello World startup, but you should probably just start by create a new Java project. Project name here, we're just going to call this Hello World. Convention is capital letters on the first word. You can see the execution environment is what we set up earlier with the JRE. The runtime environment. All this looks good. We don't really want a module.info file. You can do that if you want. It's not necessary for what we're doing now. and it won't be necessary for most of what you're doing. You can hit next. All of this is totally fine. And we can finish. Alright, so now we have an Eclipse IDE environment here. You can see Hello World, your project is up here. You can see an array of buttons here and some menu options. And you can also see on this Hello World here we have this little arrow. We want to click that to expand this. We want to find our SRC folder. This is our source, our Java source code folder. So we want to right click on that, find new, and then we're going to make a class. And we're going to call this Hello World. Public is fine, none is fine. For stubs, which method stubs would you like to create? We do want to click on public static void main. For now, this inherited abstract methods, that's not going to matter. You can check and uncheck it. That won't matter right now. So let's finish this. And you can see we have a new file, helloworld.java, inside of our default package. We see we have public class hello world, and we have our public static void main. And we want to just erase these. This is just auto-generated comments. We don't need that right now. I like taking that space out. And for now, we're going to say system.out.println. That's print line, which will print a line and also a carriage return afterwards. And we're going to say hello world. And we're going to make sure we have that semicolon after it. I'm going to Control S to save. You can also save through File Save if you want, but I do recommend getting used to Control Save. Control S. And then you're going to see this play button here, which is really run this Java program. And we're going to hit run. And down here in the console, you're going to see Hello World. So I'm going to run this one more time just to show you. It'll run Hello World here. Okay. Now, so that about finishes us up for installing the JDK and Eclipse. Another thing you might want to do is right click down here and pin that to the taskbar. So that way when you exit out of it, you can quickly open it up again. It'll once again prompt you for the workspace. If you only want to use one workspace all the time and you want to launch directly into it, you can click this. I'd recommend against that for now. You can launch, and it'll bring you right back to here, where you can run again. So that's about it for today. In the coming weeks, we'll have more Java tutorials. We'll have some Python tutorials coming out on here, following almost the same line. So if this interests you, if this helped you out, give a like, subscribe. If you have any specific requests for what I could cover, let me know in the comments. I'll take a look at that. And thank you for watching. Bye.